Good morning. You're listening to Overcoming Life. I am your host, Opal Bailey. Have you ever felt that if one more thing happened in your life that it would just take you right over the edge or is too much for you to handle? You know what? We go through things in our lives and there are situations and circumstances that will come upon us and will overtake us to the point where we're saying enough is enough. But I just want to encourage you this morning to not give in and don't give up on what you're doing and where you're going in life, because you know what? These light afflictions, they're only for a moment. God promised that he will be with us and he will walk with us through these situations in our lives. And that even though we may feel like we can't take another moment, we can't take another step, we can't handle another situation, or you can't handle another bad news, or I can't handle going to another school meeting for my children, or whatever the situation in your life may be, don't give up. Keep fighting. Fight the good fight of faith. Keep believing that your life is going to get better, that no matter what is happening, it's only for a moment. Take the time in your life to remember where you were before you came to where you are right now. And I guarantee you that you can look and you can see that it was your perseverance. It was more than just you dealing with your life at that moment. It was God helping you. It was God taking care of you. It was him basically holding you and carrying you through these hard times. And even though we don't always understand what we're going through, and most of the time we don't understand why we're going through these things, just don't give up. That's the worst thing that we can do in life, is just throw in a towel. Because the Bible tells us that, hey, we're all going to go through situations. We're all dealing with all kind of things that comes in our lives, trials and tribulations and circumstances. But God said, be of good cheer. There is always something good, even in the worst situation. He wants us to just look for the good things, even if it doesn't look good, to just find something that you can put a smile on your face with, or a thought that may come to your mind. Or if you don't know anything else, then you can pray. You can just ask the Lord to just help you. And I remember there are times in moment of my life when I was raising my kids and I was working overnight, and it was a really hard job. And I remember getting off work from working 12-hour shift. I had got a call from one of my daughter's teacher that she wasn't in school. And so this particular daughter decided she wanted to hang out and she didn't want to go to school. And, she started hanging around with the wrong crowd. And so not only was I tired getting off work, I had to drive to the school. I had to sit there and let the teacher tell me, what's going on with my daughter. And then in the midst of all of that, I get a call that I needed to come to the other school for my other daughter, because she had an assembly that I was supposed to be at. And it was just like one thing was building on another. And it got to a point while I was trying to finish up with the teacher, and my mind was thinking I need to hurry up and get over to the assembly because I didn't want to miss that. And everything was going on, and I felt so overwhelmed. And I found myself sitting in the car, and I just said, God, I just cast all my cares upon you. I just give it over to you, because I can't carry all this weight. I can't carry all these things. And so I need you to help me to stay strong, to help me to stay focused. I need you to give me the strength that I need to finish off the day. I didn't go say tomorrow and next week. I said, give me the strength that I need to finish off today. And I'm telling you, it was as if the Lord just refreshed me. I've received such a energy, it's like an infusion of energy. And so my mind settled, my heart was settled. So I was able to go to my daughter's recital, and I was able to get home and just relax and take care of everything else. And I say all of that to say there are times when things are overwhelming and everything seems to be closing in on you and you feel like you're sinking. I'm letting you know that you are taken care of. God has you. He's sustaining you. Because if you think about it, if you look back and see where you were before to where you are now, he's been sustaining you the whole time. He's been helping you to be stronger, to overcome a lot of obstacles and things that we face each and every day. So don't give up. Don't lose heart, because it's not over. Your life is just beginning. We have to continue to do one thing that God is asking us to do, and that is to trust him. And sometimes trusting someone you don't see can be kind of difficult. I know it was for me in growing up and even raising my daughters and even my own personal life, especially when you're trying to do something and you believe in God for things in your life and it hasn't come to pass, or you're just waiting and you seem like you're just waiting forever and things are just coming. It's like darts just hitting at you over and over again, and yet you're still walking even though you have all the darts hitting you. And so I just want to I'm just encouraging you to just stay in the race. Just keep moving. Don't give up. Don't lose heart, because it's not over. No matter what it looks like, no matter how you feel, and you may be feeling exhausted, tired. You may feel like you want to throw in a towel. You may feel like enough is enough. When you get to that place, find somewhere to sit. If you have to walk outside, if you have to go sit on your porch, or if you have to open up your curtains, find or play music, find something to get you back in the positive, to get you back into being okay. Because when you look at it and you notice that once it's all settled and all the smoke is all over and done with, it was like a little small little thing that had just blown so big. And when you see that, you're like, oh, that's all that was, this little one thing. And you begin to breathe again. You begin to understand that God has a plan in everything. We may not always know what that plan is, but he promised that it's good. So if he has a good plan for us, we can trust him that he's going to do what he says he's going to do. Because I can remember there are plenty times in my life when I didn't see how we were ever going to make it. I didn't know if I was going to continue to be able to keep my kids. I didn't know how we was going to eat. I didn't know where we was going to live, how I was going to provide. But you know what? God sustained me. He kept me. He helped me. And he's here to help us in everything that we go through. And we just ask him to help. And I know we talked about a lot of things about asking, and it's how hard it is to ask. It is hard to ask for help, especially when you've been trained or you're taught or you're in situations where you have to be that one person. It is hard to ask for help from other people, especially when you want to be independent. But I've learned even in that, we can't live this life on our own. We were never meant to live this life as an island to ourselves. We were never meant to go through what we go through by ourselves, because God, if he did mean for us to do that, he wouldn't put all of us on this earth. It will only be one person. So no matter what you're going through, no matter what you have to face, just know that these light afflictions, the light trials, the light circumstances, the light situations, the light pain, this heartache is only for a moment. And God said out of that is going to be something good. We may not see it. And sometimes when we're going through things, it's hard to believe it. But that's where trust come in. So today, don't lose heart. Don't give up, because it's not over. Thank you for tuning in to Overcoming Life. I am your host, Opal Bailey. God bless you.